Hello, believers of Christ. Hope you're doing well. So today I'll be taking you guys through Genesis 2 verse 14. And it says, "And the name of the third river is Hiddekel, that is which goeth towards the east of Assyria. And the fourth river is Euphrates." So that's the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So this verse has 5 main teachings or lessons we can take away from it. The first one, geographical and historical context. The mention of Hiddekel, commonly identified as the Tigris River, and the Euphrates connects Eden to Mesopotamia, an ancient region known as the cradle of civilization. Yes, people believe that Mesopotamia was the cradle of civilization. It's believed that Mesopotamia is where civilization began. This suggests that the biblical Eden was in or near the historically significant area. People believe Eden was close to Mesopotamia, some believe Egypt, but around that region. God's provision through water. Like the other rivers, Hiddekel and Euphrates show God's design in sustaining life. Rivers in scripture often symbolize nourishment, blessing, and God's divine presence or divine presence. The significance of the Hiddekel, the third teaching, or Tigris. The Hiddekel, Tigris River, is also mentioned in Daniel 10 verse 4, spoiler, where Daniel received a vision from God near its banks. That's a spoiler, we'll get there. Daniel received a vision in the Tigris River. He saw visions or a vision in the Tigris River, as seen in Daniel 10. That's a spoiler. This suggests that the river had continued importance in biblical history. Yes, this is not the last time we're seeing the Tigris River in the Bible. We'll meet it soon, in the future. I can't wait for that episode. Stay tuned. The significance of the Euphrates. The Euphrates is one of the most frequently mentioned rivers in the Bible. Yes, this is one of the most mentioned rivers in the whole Bible. It was part of God's promise to Abraham, as seen in Genesis 15 verse 18. Genesis 15 verse 18. Abraham was promised the river Euphrates. Yes. And it marked the boundary of Israel's land in Deuteronomy 1 verse 7. The land of the Israelites was marked by the Euphrates River of the Garden of Eden. It also appears in end-time prophecy, as seen in Revelation 16 verse 12, where it dried up before the final battle of good and evil. That's a spoiler, we'll get there. Revelation 16 verse 12, in the final battle, the river Euphrates dried and then the battle began. The battle of good versus evil. Symbolism of the four rivers. The four rivers flowing from Eden can symbolize how God's blessings, life and provision extend to all parts of the world. Yes, God's provision extends to all parts of the world, as seen in Genesis 2 verse 13. I spoke about this back in Genesis 2 verse 13. God's provision extends to all parts of the world, everywhere. It is overflowing, ever-flowing, and dynamic. It is not stagnant or stationary. They may also represent completeness, as the number 4 often does in the Bible, e.g. the 4 corners of the earth and the 4 winds, and etc. So yeah, 4 is a complete number, the completeness of 4. There were 4 rivers in the Garden of Eden. There are the 4 corners of the earth, the 4 winds. Yes, so that's all that came in, guys. Thank you very much. God bless.